and welcome to the 82nd Goodwood members meeting. Yesterday saw even more of the top quality racing that we're used to seeing at Goodwood. The GT3s got their first taste of the track ahead of their shootout today, and we even had a little sparkle of Hollywood stardust.
Yes, we were treated to an incredible display by the makers of the new F1 film coming to the cinemas this summer. But who will be in the spotlight today on what promises to be another blockbuster?
Members meeting 82, the Union flag is dropped. A very good start from the first two starters, not good starts at all from Clive Richards outside the front row. We've got the whole field away. The car from the middle of the front row fleetingly takes the lead, and that's Alex Ames. But look to see if he can go up the inside from pole man Sam Wilson. No go. He's dropped.
Yeah, but a good start from Alexander Ames. He got ahead into Madrick and he's been able to control it. Sammy Wilson, oh! Well, he got the Cooper absolutely sideways, got it straightened out before he had to turn left through St. Mary's, and he's consolidated that position. But wow, that was a scary moment, but there was a big commitment and he paid off.
Yellow Merlin in behind has certainly got an opportunity. And this third and fourth fight, I've been looking for the White Lotus of Chris Goodwin to catch, but he just doesn't have the legs. He's on his own in fifth place, but this lead battle is fantastic. Yes, Ames against Wilson, there's half a door open. No,
yeah, it was almost a switch back from the Cooper on the Brabham, but it didn't happen. Now the Merlin in third place is going to be a three-way battle for the lead of this race.
It's trying to hang on in the back, but are we about to have a change to lead? No, yes, possibly, maybe. Answers on a postcard.
Yes, side by side through forward order, the Merlin trying to swoop around the outside, and it has done so. And that's maybe compromised the Cooper, which was looking to go up the inside coming into forward order. But and Merlin sweeps around here into St. Mary's, hard in with moment, and gets the lead and pulls away.
Well, this is Clive Richards trying to hang on in fourth place, but now here comes a move from Sam Wilson. Remember, he doesn't really bother with braking very much, and into the lead he sweeps.
Yeah, carried a little bit more speed on the exit of Madrick, which gave him the benefit as they come up into forward water, up the inside. This time it worked because he was able to get clear of the Merlin aggressively, but it would have maybe resulted in a contact. Look behind the Brabham, Alexander Ames, he's trying to get part of this action coming now into forward water. Sam Wilson leads. Brabham just about second, almost wheel to wheel with the Merlin now as they come into the first part of St. Mary's.
Corner. First, second and third, first race of the day over the checkered flag is waved. What a sensational start to the Sunday.
The race is underway, the second part of the Hailwood Trophy and the Sheene Trophy, and let's see how this is all going to go. It's a very, very good start once again by Dan Jackson. He takes the lead. Glenn English into second place, and once again it's not been a great start for Michael Russell. Into this even more with the Triumph Trident T150. There he is on the inside. Is he actually going to go try for the pass? No, not quite, but he may be taking second. No, not.
And you saw English just let the brakes off a fraction, go around the outside, and is he going to go have a look up the inside? He is. You do not see a lot of passing there. He might run a fraction wide. No, he doesn't. He gets it turned. And
he'd have another chance to go through here on the inside.
Oh, look at that. He nearly went on the grass. He had his foot off.
Yeah.
Glenn English in second spot.
Quite sure why, but here comes Levi. Levi Day going down the inside now to take the lead of the race. He has won this event in the past, but he's showing a great pace in today's race because yesterday was a little bit more of a struggle, but this is fantastic. And now Michael Russell in third place. Is he going to find a way?
A little bit more comfortable over the bumpy section, especially turn one, where you see the 250 just feeling a little bit rigid, the 350s, and his Triumph just seems to soak it all up a fraction better. No, he's not going to quite get there for the kink.
Nearly, but not quite. And now Russell goes around the outside. Now we're seeing this sort of extra oh my goodness, that was close front to rear. But now he's tucking to the inside. He's taken second. Can he take the lead?
Yeah, and remember, this is the last lap, so at the moment it's going to be Jackson. It's they are really on it. What for the chicane?
It looks like Dan Jackson's on target for 2 wins. If they get this right into the chicane, it could get even closer. But they've kept it clean. Beautifully done. Getting past the other bike. And Dan Jackson has taken 2 out of 2 victories, and he is definitely the overall winner.
at the back of the grid. All is clear. The Union Club, a very quick drop of the flag, and again Mark Walker slow off the front. Oh dear, the Vauxhall from the outside the front row has not got going. Bad luck for Rob Hobbard. Hand in the air, everyone avoids him. But again, another trademark poor start from Mark Walker. He's down in, I think, 6th position. There he is, the white helmet with the red stripe on top, and the number 10 that was so rapid at the start of the first attempt, Les Searle, goes around the outside. So the chase commences. Into the lead goes Julian Majoub. Into second place, Ben Collins, and yeah, again Duncan Pittaway in that tall Fiat is about to be passed, but again looking down, he's pumping, and he's about to lose ground, so maybe it's not going to be Mark Walker today, or maybe he's just introducing a bit more. But you see a lot of no fuel pumps in these cars. The driver has to pump the fuel himself. As I said, having been passed by Mark Walker, he thought he could actually dive back past, but decided it wouldn't be very gentlemanly.
Absolutely. And Mark's really on a charge now.
Well, those two cars were a mere distraction. Mark Walker up into second place. They knew he was coming, but I'm really going to be intrigued to see what his lap pace is this time around. As I said last...
Max, it's nothing worse than waiting, but this is your own car, isn't it?
It is indeed, so I can. I've got permission to rag it as hard as I like, so very much looking forward to it. Starting on the front row at Goodwood is always a pleasure, and honestly, I keep telling everyone, I don't think I've ever driven anything as fun as a Lotus Cortina, so I've driven it 3 times last year, had a podium finish every time, a second at the revival, so let's try and go one better today and try and get the top spot. But either way, I'm just all out here with friends, old drivers, and having a great time.
The flag goes down, and we've got the first start from Guy Smith that has taken it away very, very effectively. And Guy Smith from that pole position, but he's already under pressure. Of course, from Max Chilton, we heard how Max is very keen to try and take the victory, slipping and sliding around all over the place. But as you can see, the Ford Lotus Cortinas have a bit of an edge over the Minis at the start. We've got 3 Minis now battling together.
We have, and I wonder if they were going to work together. No, not so much. They're 3 abreast as they come through the kink at Ford. What a sight. Only get this at Goodwood. Oh, they're banging doors as well. Something comes up. One of the minis in the middle, the number 76, but they've safely made it round and back to the front.
Make a break, but again, they're side by side in the battle for second place. Through the dust they go from the oil that went down during that out lap originally, and they're still side by side as they head down towards Woodcote Corner. Who's going to be braver on the brakes? Is it going to be Justin Law on the left, or is it going to be Max Chilton? We can hear the brakes working well. They're still side by side, but finally Justin Law gets through.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and the battle for second again. Max Chilton now going down the inside, so that we saw the pass down here the other way around last time, and now it is Max Chilton who retakes second place.
They storm down the straight, and you can just see they've got no hope for it, have they, the Minis to the Cortinas. But Adam Morgan, he is having a look down the inside. He's going to make that move stick. Lovely. So he's got a little bit of free air in between him, but you can see how they just catch the Lotus Cortina.
Underway. Here we are, back with the Minis, and still chasing down Justin Law, and still fighting each other, but trying to work together.
I thought they were going to go 3 abreast then. It was close, heading up to St Mary's on the brakes, sweeping through. Oh, look at that for a shot, Ben. That is absolutely beautiful as they come out through the second part. Oh, and it's a good run from Adam Morgan in the 33, but he's not quite got the legs.
But they don't want to lose the toe from the Ford Lotus Cortinas. They've got to work together. That is Nick Swift now coming back to the front of the group. They are a little further back this time.
Please, go on. You lot just have your own scrap, and I can then...
I think there was a gear change problem there.
Yeah, maybe a mid shift.
There was, I think. It's about to go to 0, and the checker flag may well be out already as they come over the line. Yes, just. And so the victory goes to Guy Smith. I don't think they can ever quite found a way past. No, they didn't. So third place goes to Justin Law. Butterflies race start, and it's a good start with the Mazda RX-7. Alex Taylor really getting off the line with that rotary motor, but no, the Escort is coming back even better. The RS2000 takes the lead, and in fact the RX-7 loses out even to a Mini.
Yeah, the Mazda got the jump at the start, but just seemed to lose momentum once the cars were rolling down towards Magic. So the RS2000 is taking the lead from the VW Golf. Can I make a pass coming down into Ford?
Battle for the lead as well, though. Look at this, because now the VW Golf has got the advantage. Yes, and goes in front. So Jim Morris, who did start from pole but didn't get off the line quite as well. Has it got the speed down the straight line? I think it has got just a little bit more straight line speed.
But he's got track position, which is the more important thing coming into Woodcote. Now the Escort's trying to go a little bit deeper on brakes to get himself some advantage, but look, clever driving.
Yeah.
The Ford was in the wrong part of the racetrack at the wrong time, and that's allowing the Mini to get back into this battle for fourth position.
Right.
So suddenly the Mazda's just disappeared from this almost a four-way battle, and it's as if he's found another gear, and the car is just clawing its way corner by corner. Well, it was off the track and that was a little, no, I wouldn't say a little error, that was a mistake coming into Woodcote, and the penalty is he's let the Mini get away.
Up front is still very, very close, as you can see. It's Jim Morris who is leading in the VW Golf GTI, but under the pressure from the Mazda RX-7 of Alex Taylor. And as you were saying, we've got Le Mans superstars. Oh, and look at it goes down the straight. He's got to move, but he's on the outside. It now depends on the braking, but he's got through. Yes, he has done it. Alex Taylor taking the lead briefly. Can he hold on? I'm not sure he's going to, because up the inside into the chicane, the VW Golf's on the inside, and he has to back out.
Wisely, too. At one moment I thought he's going to hang it out there, but it was going to mean two cars into one would not have gone. But all of a sudden, the ground lost midway through that. So they will have a lot of work to do.
Look, the Mazda might take the lead again before they stop. Oh, a little clip across the curve, and then he definitely does not want to be on the outside. Oh, he's done it too much. He's gone wide. Just about safety. Can he get back again? Oh, my goodness.
I could see it from the commentary booth. Just carrying too much speed. Maybe that was down to the brakes, maybe heavy braking, the speed he was carrying, and braking let the VWR race leader in. So maybe that was just the consequence of those two anomalies. So VW into the pits, Mazda takes the lead.
So this is when we're going to see the swap. That car has a big lead at this stage of 10 seconds, just over 10 seconds, but this is going to be a different story when it comes back out, I am absolutely sure.
And you can see there's the Mazda coming out. Behind is the Golf, behind is the Escort in third position.
This is fantastic. Yeah, you couldn't have got this better, because he's got to get up to speed. And Emanuele Pirro is trying to get the feel.
Did you hear that first from Ben then?
No, well done, John. But look at the battle for the lead now, because it is Andre Lotterer who's managed to get past Emanuele Pirro immediately, but he is now under pressure for second from Jake Hill.
Yeah, but remember, Emanuele Pirro's not been in this car since yesterday. He's got to drive himself back in. He's been driving a variety of other race cars, so he's going to take a lap, maybe a little bit longer, to get his brain back into Mazda RX-7 mode.
It's pretty tricky.
He's been blocked coming into Magic, and that's going to give Jake Hill a good run. He almost got himself in position, but he's going to be right now as close as he's been at any point, thinking he's a long way around Ford Water for the quick and the brave.
He's doing it around the outside of Ford Water. He's taken the lead. Jake Hill has got in front of the VW Golf, but can Andre Lotterer find a way back?
Andre Lotterer got compromised on the entry into Madrick, and that's the price that's been paid.
Definitely seems to have the better pace. What can Andre Lotterer do?
Undercut, get the nose of the VW up the inside.
Oh, touch.
Well, the rear lens has just popped on the Escort, but Jake Hill consolidated sufficiently, and he's now got the advantage.
Going into the chicane. Oh, and he's got a penalty as well, Lotterer. A car has got a penalty from hitting the chicane, so that will actually affect the overall result. It is Jake Hill who takes victory in the Win Percy Trophy after a wonderful battle.
Seen Clive Fidgen from the outside of the front row, but Pat Blakeney-Edwards gets the start better than Gareth Burnett in pole. The Blue Alta going backwards, and unfortunately one of the Invictas also not getting away as smoothly as would be liked, and now just about hooking it up, but a fast start, a slow start, and we've got everyone underway with the exception of Clive Fidgen, who was not on the outside of the front of the grid. Fourth places, and it's Christoph Cowens from fifth on the grid who's just holding that position, but only just. It's really going to be nip and tuck, and in behind we have Alan Brown, who's come up from seventh on the grid.
What I like is they have respect not just for each other, but for the machinery as well. And they respect the history and how old. And also, this is a fast Goodwood circuit as well, so you have to give respect to your rivals. So really nice to see all of them being nice and polite. The back markers are moving firmly out of the way.
Well, indeed, fastest lap of the race so far, and there is the checkered flag. Job done. Looking in the background, it was be about 12 seconds down. Now, here's the car in second place. Pat Blakeney Edwards working away at the wheel. He may even yet pass his number 2 Bentley, put another lap on that before the end of the race. No, there's no space, no point for risk, but he does get through. Second place is his, 14.5 seconds. He backed off a little bit. And will Christoph Cowens be rewarded with third place in... Two Aston Martins on a front row and the Ferrari alongside. Very brilliant start from Theo Hunt in his Cobra from row 2. That may get into the mix. Everybody pretty much got away. Dario Franchitti has been jumped by Harrison Newey. Theo Hunt's up to third. Alexander Van der Lof in that number 21 Ferrari down into fourth place. A one drive, but very... Oh no, I tell you what, it was Ollie Bryant was held back and eventually waved away all on his own.
Yeah, look at that as Dario Franchitti's taken the lead. Yeah, burning rubber, that left rear, blue smoke coming off the rear of the Aston Martin.
Yeah, it was a drag race as they went past the pits, and starting the lap, it was Harrison Newey by 1/4 of a second.
So the ex-Tommy Soft with the look, they keep Endeavour colours. Maybe they did run an Aston, but again, look, getting alongside. And here we come down into Woodcote for coming up to complete lap 6.
So enjoying it very much. We're not quite at the halfway point in this 20-minute race, but exquisite sliding and balancing on the throttle of these two DB4 GT Aston Martins we've seen.
I think it was.
It was. We've just had a change of the lead and then a really sideways slip and slide from Harrison Newey. Has he started to wear his tyres a little too much? He certainly was working them harder than Dario Franchitti. Okay, let's take a look how it happened. The Cut 7 Jaguar goes down the inside. Hans Neisel's coal wing turns in and nowhere to go. And, well, you can see, thank goodness, it's no longer built as the original bricks. It's great supplies. We only had 2 minutes remaining on the clock, so I very much doubt we will get the racing going again.
So Dario Franchitti, the race red flag 2 minutes before the checkered flag, has taken the victory.
By great sea livery I haven't come across before, the Spider-Man livery. This car raced Tommy Dreesy driving it in the States. But again, he is absolutely flying. What's the first sector time waiting for him to go through that? Will it be green on screen?
Purple
is fastest of anybody as yet. He's really hooking it up.
And that a great image of the Aston coming through the first part of St Mary's. You really saw how much movement there is in the car. You know, already he's out of the second part of St Mary's all the way up until 11th. So I think I could comfortably predict that this is going to be the fastest lap we've seen so far. A little bit of slide at the tail of the car as he cuts the nose, gets the nose back in for that second apex now.
Yeah, so Andrew Jordan, full acceleration out of the chicane, keeping it as straight as he can as he turns into the first part of Madwick. It's a 2 apex corner, get the flow running through the corner. Job done very nicely indeed. Our first gauge on this is when he gets through the first timing sector. You can see it on the screen. His target time is 23.044 seconds if he's going to be quickest through the first of the 3 sectors. Certainly looking very confident. Well, Purple's better still. It's not just his best, it's the outright best. So he's going even better than Phil Keane, managing the V12 Vantage Aston Martin. That's holding the best time, 1 minute 14.7 in about 40 seconds. We'll find out if this Chevrolet Corvette with Andrew Jordan will be going top.
Key corner for the Corvette, and it looks pretty well executed to me. Andrew Jordan's got the car lined up perfectly, especially on the exit. Now sweeps through the curve on Lavin Straight. Doesn't need to clip the curb on the inside. There's no purpose in doing so. So it gets the run down into the braking zone, beginning now, and then this sort of first apex, and then let the car drift out, and then all of a sudden you're in the chicane. 2 purple sectors, so this looks like a fastest overall of the shootout. Runs the curve as well, but not as bad as Phil Keane.
Yeah, 1 minute 14.740 to beat. Time achieved 1 minute 13.618. I didn't think we'd see a 13, but that was outstanding.
The flag falls, and away we go. And it's a good start from all three front row. James Thorpe on the outside. Oh, he gets a bit of a wobble there. And Roger Wills has got the edge. Yes, it's Roger Wills in number 124. And it's Bonamy Grimes, who was on pole. He's taking second place. James Thorpe missing out a little bit after a decent early start, but then had a bit of wheel spin. And then a great battle behind. John Spears is running behind in the number 88. Let's have another look at this. Bobbling about and then just comes off. That might not actually cause any problems. Thankfully, it didn't hit any other cars. An exhaust pipe that doesn't go out doesn't hopefully affect the actual exhaust coming out of the engine.
No, now, Ben, on our timing screens, we don't actually even have to look at the timing screens to see the
leader being held up.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely right. And now you've got the two of them absolutely together. And as you said, when you're dealing with traffic, although actually the traffic is now also affecting Bonamy Grimes because he gained a lot there, but now he's lost a bit more again.
He crosses the line, but here we go, back
side by side. Look at this, a chance for Bonamy Grimes, but not quite to get fully ahead. That was as close as we've seen it so far, Alice.
It certainly was, and he's pulling over to defend. Maybe doesn't need to as much. That's going to hamper Will's exit as Grimes is touched right under the rear. The fellow Lotus climax.
Here we go.
Out the toes and suddenly got the legs down the straight.
He's going to have a go on the outside. Is he brave enough to brake late on the outside and go round the outside? He's having a go at it. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really skillful driving by Bonamy Grimes, but will he be able to hold on? So far, so good. But Roger Wills will not give up, but that was very impressive. He carried a lot of speed through Mandarin, having taken pole, but not getting the start off the line. He is heading up towards the checkered flag. So congratulations. Bonamy Grimes takes the victory in the Salvadori Cup at the members meeting. Second place in the end goes to Roger Wills, who led so much for that race, but lost his position with a fantastic move.